Hi everyone, my name is Erica Woodvellis and this is Matthew McKenna, and we completed an energy and water consumption analysis for Pfizer. Additionally, this project was multidisciplinary and included team members from the environmental, mechanical, and electrical engineering departments at UConn. This presentation will focus solely on the result of the environmental team. The goal of this project was to perform a building-by-building energy consumption audit and analysis of the Pfizer campus in Groton, Connecticut. The audit compared electricity, steam, and chilled and domestic water usage on a per-building basis to identify opportunities for improvement.
Due to the time constraints, the team decided to limit the scope of the project to a audit just for building 156 on Pfizer's campus. We chose this building because it combines lab and office space and also houses their Kilo laboratory. It's one of the oldest buildings on campus, so it's not already retrofitted with efficient appliances, and it's approximately 95,000 square feet. The first approach that the team took was the water reduction approach. So the goal of this approach was to create a spreadsheet that Pfizer could then take and use at any of the buildings on campus that would analyze their water usage and sort of give recommendations as to where they can improve. Originally, this spreadsheet was going to use fixture counts, but since some fixtures aren't used very often, we decided to switch to average usage. The second approach taken was the behavioral reduction approach. So this approach aims to educate employees on how their behavior can reduce consumption of energy and water. So the team recommended online training because it has been shown to be just as effective as in-person training, and it also gives employees greater flexibility on when to complete the training. And two different programs for labs and office space, where mainly lab employees get greater authority over what reductions they want to implement because their nature of their work, they might not be able to do everything in office space.
So the two approaches Matt just described applied specifically to our study building, Building 156. As Pfizer requested, we also proposed some additional measures that even though they may not have been economically viable for this specific building, they would be beneficial for others. So the first was a recommissioning of the building management system. This basically means that they're going to create and update a database that includes things like accurate set point temperatures, occupied areas and sensors, and more to make it easier for future energy auditors to complete work in the future. Next, we also proposed the installation of a computer monitoring program to track usage across all the devices in the building. Here, we listed some assumptions that we use for study building 156. Because there are only 68 out of the 119 spaces being utilized right now, we assumed only 68 computers are active. We accounted for CPU and monitoring wattage of both and said that they had around 8 active hours per day. Calculating the baseline and proposed energy usage, we see that there was about a $650 savings per year, which even though this may seem small for the specific building, larger buildings that they may audit in the future could have a bigger impact. Our next with the addition of a green roof. So this was not proposed as economically viable for this specific project because the cost impact could be around $10 to $24 per square foot, but typically these will pay off pretty much right after installation due to the savings and the potential benefits, such as a prolonged service life of HVAC systems, waste reduction, stormwater management, improved air quality, and greater insulation for the building. Our next was to apply for Energy Star ratings for all of the buildings that they were looking to audit into the future. So some advantages for using the Energy Star Portfolio Manager is there will be one location that they can track all of their building usages, as well as Energy Star scores that will show buildings that have the greatest room for improvement for when they go to do future audits. So to wrap up here, some of our final outcomes were we went to provide Pfizer with a process to analyze their overall energy efficiency for their campus. So we looked at electrical energy, computer monitoring, thermal energy modeling, air exchanges and fume hood flow, interior and exterior lighting, thermography, and domestic water usage. This type of work was completed by the environmental, mechanical, and electrical teams. That concludes our presentation. Thank you for watching.